How's it going, everyone? This is Ricky back again, and today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable, just because I've had this game in my Steam inventory for so long and I've never played it. I've been doing a bit of research into the game without spoiling it for myself, but there's apparently 19 different endings. So we're going to start, but I know how to get one of the endings, so we're just going to start with that one that I know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Good shit. I do apologise as well, I'm ill again. I've got a heathen hench cold. So I apologise if I sound gross in this video.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month.
That'd get on my tits.
And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Really?
As though he had been made exactly for this job.
That pissed me off so bad.
Was happy.
Oh man.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
At least I don't have to narrate this game. That's pretty fucking awesome.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, so there's one ending that I already know how to get, so I'm just going to start by getting that one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. Stanley doesn't take orders
Stanley was
from
so bad
nobody.
at following directions, it's
Fuck your
incredible he
rules.
wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Stop telling me what to do then, you're not my
Trust
mum.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You... Oh, no, you can't...
Yo, yes I can, you motherfucker.
How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here.
So gross.
Thursday. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I'm a human.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol.
Getting a rock bollocking.
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly,
I'm trying to think if I actually know how to end this game.
For example, in this scenario,
I know it up to a certain point and then it gets a bit hazy.
Has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
That would make my day so much
Finally,
easier if I only had to make 8 choices per
actually
day.
meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Good.
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
What? Where am I going? I don't remember this.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, what do I do? There's a nice sprint button. I don't think there is.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay. I'll do exactly as you
Stanley
say.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Ha! Psych!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No. Let me in. Oh no, I actually have to go in the left. Shit. I told you I'd forgotten it.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I've only gone and fucked it all up, haven't I?
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do?
I think he's lost his shit.
What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oosh. I can't remember which ending it is. Is it the out of body ending?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see me? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Yeah, but YOLO.
Perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That
Oh, I've got to go now. I've definitely got to go to the left.
Story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my.
Oh, this is long. This goes on longer than I thought it did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
This video
doors,
is going to be like half an
he
hour
entered the
long.
door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door
It's a pretty
with a
sweet
voice
office.
receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Hello?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Can't have none of it, mate.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know.
Because I was bored.
You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Ah, it's the outer body.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything alright? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Yes. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there?
Right, I'm in some sort of void. I'll just chill. I'll stand there, you know. Right, so that was the first ending to the Stanley Parable. Like I said, there's 19 possible endings you can get, so that was just one of them. So this is the start of my road to find all 19 endings of the Stanley Parable. So thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please remember to hit the like button. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.